Here. Here. Any conflicts to report? Item 4, approval of minutes of the meeting of April 2nd, April 9th, April 16th, and April 23rd.
I'd like to make a motion to approve all.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item A, contract with TBG Unlimited Incorporated, DBA S/T Bancroft Electric for Second District lighting improvements, 4,300 and 4,400 blocks of Hickory Avenue, 4,300 block Bash Avenue, and 149th Street from Columbia Avenue to White Oak Avenue.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the contract. Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item B, agreement with Clark Keys for engineering services in the Second District street lighting improvement project at a cost of $25,400.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the agreement with Clark Keys.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item C, receipt of a letter of interest for the City of Hammond Grand Marquette Trail Phase 2 from 150th Street to US 41 and 142nd Street. Description number 0500821.
I'd like to defer action on this. These are actually due next week, so we'll just hold this and open it with the other ones next week. Second.
Motion second, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Item D. Bid recommendation received from Garcia Consulting Engineers for 6th District street lighting, New Hampshire Avenue and 165th.
My recommendation is to make the awards to Midwestern, who was the low bidder. So I'd like to make a motion that we concur with that and make the award to Midwestern Electric. Second.
Motion second, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Item E, request for permit received from White Open West Illinois LLC requesting permission to work within the right-of-way.
For work on Goslin Avenue, I'd like to make a motion that we approve their digging request. Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item F, correspondence received from Chief of Police John Doty advising Sergeant A. Thomas will relinquish K-9 specialty pay due to the death of his K-9 partner Leo, requesting Officer Sean George be promoted to the rank of sergeant. Officer Jan Fletcher to receive evidence technician specialty pay. Officer Joseph Muniz to relinquish evidence technician pay due to his transfer to the gang unit. The resignation of booking clerk Jonathan Morris and granting permission for the Marian pilgrimage to be escorted through the city on Saturday, August 8, 2015.
I'd like to make a motion to approve Chief Doty's request.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Correspondence received from Fire Chief Jeffrey Smith advising of the retirement of Captain Mitchell Marks and a listing of designated purchasing agents for the Hammond Fire Department.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the chief's request.
Motion,
Second.
second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item H, correspondence from Chief of Inspection James Callahan recommending JM Industrial Services Incorporated be used for the demolition of 5520 Walter Avenue.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve that request.
Motion? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item I, correspondence received from Mr. Ronald Novak, Director, Department of Environmental Management, requesting termination of a license agreement for property located at 7306 Calumet Avenue.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve Mr. Novak's request.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item J, contract for professional services with JM Industrial Services Incorporated for the demolition of property located at 5643 Soul.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item K. Agreed order on property located at 1204 Lakeview Street and 4139 to 41 Sheffield Avenue submitted for approval.
Chris Cantor signed off on it, so you've discussed it with her?
Yes, I've discussed with her, and we've had several meetings with the building department. This was a commercial property, two-story, on the north side of Hammond, originally made for a bar on the first floor and then 2 apartments upstairs. Over the years, the bar use was discontinued. 2 more apartments were put on the first floor, so a total of 4. The city was not happy with that many at that location, so we entered into an agreement, and there will also be a restrictive covenant filed with the Lake County Recorder saying the use will be limited to 3 units, 2 upstairs, 1 downstairs, plus a number of things done for fire protection, hardwired smoke detectors, battery backup, fire separation between the floors. So that's what we agreed to.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the agreed order.
Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item L, agreement to rehab property located at 5110 173rd Street and 1606 177th Street, submitted for approval.
Are we still on, there was one more property on item I? Excuse me,
We
on
did
item-
Lakeview and
on
we
K?
did 4139 to 41 Sheffield.
Yeah. That, the Sheffield is a separate property? And,
Okay, so the 12 for Lakeview was the bar that was converted to a
Correct.
restaurant? Okay.
Yeah, so this is the other one, this is Sheffield.
correct. And on the,
Sorry about that.
Chris has reviewed this one too, she signed off on it, so I'd like to make a motion that we approve it.
yeah.
Motion second, all those in favor? Ayes have it.
Thank you very much.
Item L.
Item L, agreement to rehab property located at 5110 173rd Street and 1606 177th Street for approval. We'll do 1510 173rd first.
You know, Chris has reviewed these? She's okay with them?
Where's Kurt today?
Okay. I'd like to make a motion that we approve, do we want to do them individually?
I probably should.
1510 73rd Street.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
And then the second one that's attached is 1606 177th Street. I'd like to make a motion that we approve that one also.
Motion? All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item N, rental registration hearing on property located at 6623 Madison. Morning.
Morning. Believe,
You got anything on these properties?
Did not register for 2014, been on time for 13, paid 15. Was a citation in 2012 for rental registration. Paid 1164 2011 through 2013. 2015 was returned with a fuel for it.
How many units, sir?
it's 1 unit, and I completely forgot.
Kelly said it's 14?
This is for 14, but he also paid, had a late fees assessed to him for 2011 and 2013. So it kind of seems habitual that we're back again for the same situation.
Is this the only property that you own in Hammond?
Yes. This year I got that yellow thing in the mail, and I don't know if I did or not. It doesn't matter. I completely forgot it last year.
You know, federal tax filing date is a deadline for rental registration every year. Probably in the future will not forego any penalties, so be aware of that.
I'd like to make a motion to waive the late fee, but the unit must be registered at the $80.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Item N, rental registration hearing on property located at 1623 Myrtle Avenue.
Avenue's been on time every year except for 2014. It's 2 units with 1 unit owner occupied still.
Yes. Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Michael Cornejo, and I own the property at 1623 Myrtle. I live on the first floor, and I rent out the second floor. Again, 10 years I've owned it. I've paid every single year. 14 I missed due to negligence. I apologize, and
I'd like to make a motion to waive the late fee, but the unit must be registered at the $80.
Second.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Friend registration hearing and property located at 816 State Street. 816 State Street,
Be able to register today, bring it on the mail to you.
816 State Street.
Shows up.
I have that he owes, late fee for 2014.
Make a motion to assess the late fee and penalty.
Motion,
Second?
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Kelly, is it one unit?
Yes, actually, it's been converted from 3 to 1.
Item P, rental registration hearing for property located at 2819 165th. 2819 165th.
Robinson?
Seems the Board of Works made a decision on this in May 26, 2015. The Board of Works decision dated 5/21, owes $8 for 1 unit in 2014, must be paid within 30 days. Not today.
Like to make a motion to assess the $80 per unit fee plus $500.
I'll second.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item Q, rental registration hearing on property located at 1804 Indianapolis Boulevard. 1804 Indianapolis Boulevard.
Has owned property since 2012, it's a commercial business and 2 apartments. Registered on time for 2012, registered late 2013. Board of Works waived the late fee, registered late again in 2014.
How many units do you own?
2.
Are we just here for 14?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that the units must be registered at the $80 plus two $500 fee.
Motion,
Second?
all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item R, rental registration hearing on property located at 6626 Monroe. 6626 Monroe.
Dykstra? Kelly?
Trying to get curious here. Mr. Dykstra bought this on April 13th, it was on time for 2/15. There's been no citations to property. He owes 2014. Evidently, bought in 2013.
13?
Bought in 13, maybe not registered.
I'd like to make a motion to assess both fees, the unit $80 and $500.
Motion,
Second?
all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item F, rental registration hearing on property located at 6637 Jefferson.
All right, 6337 Jefferson.
I'm sorry, 6337 Jefferson.
He's registered for 15, there's no registration for 14 on the file.
Sure.
How many units is it, sir?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you, sir. Would you repeat what you said?
You did not register for 2014.
Yeah, there was not rental property. That was sold for contract for deed from, let me look.
What date did you sell it?
Contract for deed, it was dated December 8, 2013. And then they defaulted on contract for deed on January 12, 2012.
So am I to understand this is a,
2015.
this is a rent-owned contract?
No, it was not a rental contract. It's
Did you record the contract?
I did not record it, but it was unrecorded because they needed to get homeowners exemption. He did not show up to the courthouse to register as homeowners. You know, by end of year 2013 and either 2014, and then I got upset and I said, you defaulted on contract for deed. So what's sale done?
Sir, sir, so did you have it rented out in 2014 at all? Was anybody living
It's
in
not
it?
a rent option. It's installment contract for deed. Same way as
Well,
car.
we
buying.
understand that, but I mean, so you had no tenant in the house was not rented in 2014?
Yeah, that was not rented in 2014.
It was occupied though.
Yeah, it was occupied by same people, and now they are same people.
Mr. President, this is the situation we have with, they are not required to record a contract, but until we know who is living in that property and who's responsible for that property, this gentleman is still the owner. He may have a contract with the tenant.
No, I'm sorry, I have to correct you. I'm not the owner in
As I finish, sir, I'll be
2014.
glad to
Okay.
finish this conversation.
No.
It's a situation that we're getting too often, we're getting to contracts, rent to own, whatever it may be, and then we still have the information that we need to provide, or that we tried to provide for fire and police department.
Okay.
Okay,
Sir,
you need to talk to us.
Okay, first things I have to correct you. Installment contract for deed is sale, they own that property, they own equitable title. So they had its sale done. That's one thing. Second things, you guys did not send me any reminder in 2014 for registration. If you send me, I will do, because mayor said we'll give up on a registration in 2014. There was,
notice was sent in the water bill to the property. The notice for rental registration was sent in the water bill, and every year, sir, every year, April 15th is the deadline. No notice should have to be sent, the date does not change, notice or no notice, April 15th is the deadline.
I have
Sir, do you have a copy of your contract, your sales contract, your contract or deed?
yes, I do.
Give it to the building department so they know that you are still the owner.
I mean, in 2000, now I'm on her back because they defaulted in
I understand.
2015.
Listen to me. Give Mr. Kearney a copy of the contract so you can see that it wasn't a renter in the property, it was a contract buyer in the property, okay? So we can resolve this issue. What's your pleasure?
I don't even know.
Well, for clarification, there's no longer a contract sale, correct?
For
They broke the
2000,
contract sale.
that's why I registered in 2015, because they are, but they, in
But they are
2014, in 2014 was.
Are they a renter in 2015?
We still have the same occupant.
Yeah, same people.
They broke the contract, he's now a tenant. I mean,
That's for 15, what are we doing for 14? That's where I'm.
In 2014 was,
Yeah, the concept.
was sale done.
understand, sir, just between me and you, if that contract doesn't get recorded, you're still responsible for the property.
No,
I
that's
don't have a
okay.
problem- I don't have a
Law
problem-
does not say that you have to be
I don't have a problem-
recorded.
I don't have a problem having you not registered as.
No, no, no.
Contract.
Law does not require recording.
If the grass isn't cut, you're gonna be responsible for it. If the
Not
property is
necessary. In 2014,
Okay.
now, yes, I agree with that.
Sir, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna waive the late fee for right now. You have to prove to Mr. Kearney the sales contract or the contract that you had with the people that live there. So right now, I'd like to make a motion to waive the late fee, but the unit must be registered at the $80.
For 2014, okay?
Yeah, I registered for 215 and before
Okay,
here.
we know you
Only
registered for 15,
214.
but now you have to pay for 14.
Okay, now I have a question for you. General Assembly says the fee is $5.
That's for 15. What'd you pay for 15?
Say again?
What did you pay for 2015?
I paid $80. 2015, I pay 80. Why is there difference? Can you explain us, what's going on there?
Kelly?
You may file a claim with the law department.
I'm sorry?
You may file a claim with the law department for the return of the $75. 214 was $80. They are saying that they waived the $500 late fee for 2014, it needed to be registered for 2014 at $80. 2015, you can file a claim to get the $75 back from the law department.
So 2015, we get back money?
If you file a claim, they will review the claim and determine if that's the situation, if that's the case.
Okay, now, and then what you wanted, copy of contract for deed for 214?
Copy of contract and deed, so we can put it on our notes that, now you don't have a contract. I want the contract for 2014.
That was contract that
They give
time.
you a copy of the contract that
Sure.
covers 2014.
Can you guys take this up after the meeting?
Absolutely.
We need to move on.
This is a copy of my copy?
Yeah,
Motion?
Second.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, what was the decision?
have to
I
pay
have hearing problem, forgive me.
You
I
have-
understand.
You have to pay $80 for 14, and we waive the $500 fee. But you have to get him a copy of the contract.
But him and me have to come in agreement too.
Yeah, that's later.
Yeah, well, we can do that after the meeting.
That's a different union. Item U. Or actually, item T. Rental registration hearing on property located 511 165th Street, 511 165th.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
They're registered every year, including 15, but somehow missed 2014.
Yeah, I paid all those years, as the man said. And when I went to register this time, the lady told me that I was obligated to inform the city that the property wasn't rented last year. And it was not rented. I have 3 notarized statements here from neighbors who have testified to that fact. It was not rented out at all.
So you didn't have it rented for 14 at all?
Not at all.
Kelly, in that case, is he supposed to notify you guys?
We do provide an affidavit that you can fill out saying the property's vacant, and after they sign the lease, they have 30 days to register.
But
In
that,
2014, nobody lived there at all?
right, and that policy was never made
May I ask
aware
how
to
many
me.
units, sir?
Pardon me?
How many units?
Well, the city considers it 4, but it's really not, because because what I had to do when I bought the property, the upstairs is made all into one, but I still get charged for 4 for some reason.
So they were all vacant?
How many units are occupied?
The basement is according to City of Hammond, it's inhabitable because of the ceiling and all this thing. So it's never, the basement's never rented out, and the upstairs now is just 1 unit.
And then the main floor?
That is the main floor.
There was an upstairs apartment also.
No, it's just
How many units are occupied?
1.
1 unit.
Right now, there's 1, there is only 1 you could live in.
I remember this inspection clearly, that's why I was curious how many occupied.
Right.
It was 4 units at one time.
Right, because you've told me to, I mean, I wouldn't rent the basement anyway, because it's not,
Not even close.
no, not even close.
So, nobody rented it in 14.
Just Ms. Atkins.
I'd like to make a motion to dismiss action.
As long as you fill out an affidavit with the building department that it was not rented in 14. So there's a motion.
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Thank you, sir. And you can do that affidavit today.
If you want to wait till after.
Where?
He's registered for 15.
He's registered for 15, but don't you want the affidavit for 14?
I guess it would nice to have that information, but if it wasn't occupied, remember, we want to share this information with police and fire department, because no one was in there, we won't need the affidavit.
Okay.
We just go
In the
forward.
future, if you don't have it rented, just to come in to let them know that, so you can fill out the affidavit.
Sure,
And then you won't get any notices like that.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can wait till after the meeting, she'll give you some.
Item U, rental registration hearing on property located at 4743 Elm, 4743 Elm.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We had the owner field registered for 214, field form was attached and sent back, with registration.
You said Kelly, you only heard 14?
Correct.
Sir, Mr. Philippe, how many units is this property?
Is one, single unit, one.
I'd like to make a motion to waive the late fee, but the unit must be registered at the
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes
What-
have it. Thank you, sir.
You could wait till, we waived the $500 late fee. You gotta pay the $80. After the meeting, you can pay it today, or they'll mail you something and you have 30 days.
Okay. I just wanted to apologize. Okay, my wife bought breast cancer for Carol, and I brought the death certificate and all the records along with it, so there was no question about that.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So I should pay $80 at the,
No,
what?
after the meeting's over, she'll get you the paperwork, and you can pay it today, or they'll mail you something in the mail, but you have 30 days to pay it.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
Item B. Rental registration hearing on property at 7604 Monroe, 7604 Monroe. No takers on that. 7009 Harrison. 4035 Toll.
That's all one, same person.
How about if we just ask for Mr. Donnelly?
Mr. Donnelly?
Mr. Donnelly here? Kelly, how many units you got?
I believe they're all single-family homes. I do have 639 141st, BB, is actually under Mrs. DeVos also.
Okay.
So we have 4 properties here that Mrs. DeVos and
Kelly,
Donald.
I got a different name.
Donnelly?
Donnelly.
Actually, it was registered for the children, there's like a white girl,
These are, she's infamous for rent-to-own contracts, not getting recorded.
So you're saying that all four of these are owned by the same person?
They're all owned by Ms. DeVos in our records, although Donnelly is maybe the contract.
Contract purchaser?
Right.
So should we do them separate?
We can do them all together. I mean, they're lumped together in B and BB also.
So Cal, how many units is 639, 141st? One also?
Yes, I have one.
I'd like to make a motion to assess all four late fees and all four $80 per unit.
Motion?
Second?
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item W, rental registration hearing on property located at 4410 Johnson Avenue. 4410 Johnson? Good morning.
I have that she's registered in time since 2006, owes for 2014. It's 2 units and is 1 unit owner occupied.
Right. Yeah, I thought I did. I don't know what happened.
So you live in one of the units, ma'am?
Right.
I'd like to make a motion to waive late fee, but the unit must be registered at the $80.
Okay.
Motion?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
You can pay it today or they'll mail you something in the mail.
Okay, thank you.
Item X, rental registration hearing on property located at 1513 Myrtle. 1513 Myrtle.
Hi, good morning, Commissioners. I have that they registered on time, except for 2014, and it's 2 units. 1 unit is owner occupied.
Yes, I live in the front house, and I rent the house in the back. Yeah, it must have slipped my mind. I had the stickers, I had the old stickers on the door, and I didn't realize I didn't pay it for this year, so apologize.
I'd like to make a motion to waive the late fee, but the unit must be registered at the $80.
Motion?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's the name on it? Okay. That's the one I was thinking about. Item I, rental registration hearing on property located at 6409 Kentucky Avenue, 6409 Kentucky.
Mr. Lopez?
I have, April 15, 2015 for the water department, tenant signed up, August 15, 2014. Not registered for 2014, we had the lease and we sent to collections. So I do not know the status of the collections.
Single family?
Yes.
Make a motion to assess the $80 fee plus the $500 fee.
Motion?
Second?
All those in favor? Item Z, we have 1, 2, 3 properties. 4440 Torrance, 4436 Torrance, and 4414 Johnson.
Mr. Marino? Marino?
I'd like to go by these one at a time if we can, there seems to be a lot of notes in these.
Okay.
4440 Torrance. We have a late fee that was waived in 2008. Supposed to be a single-family home. Work required before they can occupy. In 2012, statement, form on file stating property is vacant. Must fill form and additional form within 30 days occupying property. And that doesn't happen either. So that's for 4420 Torrance. Its late fee was waived in 2008. They go for 2014.
How many units, Cal?
It's actually, there's 3 properties that sit on 2 lots. This property sits on a side lot. The bedrooms didn't meet the size requirement to be used as bedrooms, so there's work that needed to be required prior to occupying it. Or sometime they registered it, knowing that it's a rental or going to be a rental. That work hasn't been permitted or fully completed, right, to occupy that house yet? Okay.
Is it occupied now?
No, but they still require registration because it is intended to be a rental property.
But it's not rented?
Correct. It's not.
For years.
And it wasn't rented in 14?
No.
Okay.
Let's move to 36.
Okay. The next house was a 3-unit converted to a single-family home. They did all the work. The last thing that needed to be inspected was the electrical. Is it currently occupied? Okay, it is currently occupied. No?
It's not, no, it's
Okay.
empty.
So it's not rented out. Once the electrical is inspected, then they can occupy it. The rear house cannot be occupied. It must be demoed or converted back to a garage. It's completely gutted, therefore they have to meet current code. The lot does not allow for that number of.
36 is not rented either.
Not rented.
And Johnson?
It is 1 year rented.
1 year?
Yes, 1 year, yeah.
It's rented?
Yes, they were not rented for about 2-3 years, the 3 of them. But the last year is rented.
When did you rent it this time?
I think by March of last year.
March of 14?
Yes.
So stay registered that.
Had late fee waived in 2008, registered on time 2009, 2010, not registered 2011 to 12, registered again until 2013, but not in 2014.
Was it rented in 11 and 12?
No. Because they destroyed the
We would have handled
property.
that in 2013.
How many? Oh, same. Okay, so 40, for 40 and 36, we could just,
Yeah, back then.
right?
Right.
Have affidavit just for research.
Okay.
We'd like to have, even though they weren't occupied, we'd like to have that paperwork on file.
So, ma'am,
Future years.
you have to go down to the building department and sign an affidavit that says 4440 and 4436 are not being rented.
Yes.
4414, you're gonna have to pay for that rental registration. My motion is to pay that and waive the late fee. So just remember, from now on, you have to pay by April 15th.
Yes.
April 15th or earlier. And then if some other two properties become rentals after the inspections, make sure you get those registered also.
I got for this year, even if they are not rented.
That was my motion.
Excuse me, I have a question. Do you know how much do I have to pay for?
$80.
Okay, and downstairs.
Motion?
After the meeting,
Second, all those in
Thank
favor?
you.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
after the meeting, she'll get you the paperwork.
Sorry.
Item A, rental registration hearing on property located at 4425 Sheffield. 4425 Sheffield.
Jose Gonzalez?
I am not registered for 2000 or 2014. It is a 2-unit. The gentleman bought it in November 2012. Some work going on, there was a stop work order issued on this. A contractor come in, pull a permit for electrical work.
So is it
So
just,
obviously it wasn't rented.
In 2013, when he bought it in 2012, the contractor came in January 2014.
It was occupied from the middle of 13 on.
But not registered in 13?
13 or 14, I could not register. He has registered for 15.
so it was registered in 14, or it was rented in 14,
It was rented in 13, 14, and then, and 15.
but he's already rented,
Correct. 13 and 14 are not.
but he's not here. I'd like to make a motion to assess the $80 fee for both units plus both $500.
Motion? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item CC, rental registration hearing on property located at 2103 Superior, 2103 Superior. Good morning.
Good morning. This was our first year as rental owners in Hammond, and we were in the process of moving, and I probably saw the card in the mail and didn't realize what it was. So,
Registered on time, except for 2014, and it is 2 units.
I'd like to make a motion to waive the late fees, but the units must be registered at the $80.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor? Ayes have it.
thank you very much. Have a good day.
Item DD, rental registration hearing on property located at 1103 Moss, 1120 Conkey, 6139, or 6136 Ray Avenue, and 6138 Ray Avenue. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All were registered up to date, except for, no 2014 on file.
Sir, I'm the property management company that manages this property for the owner. The owner lives in New York. He's an airline pilot.
He relies on property management companies to manage his properties. Prior to me taking over, there was another management company doing his properties. They completely dropped the ball on him. He didn't find out about it until it was too late. First of all, before I go any further, I'd like to commend Mr. Carney on the job that he does. I've worked with him. I manage a lot of properties with Liberty Savings Bank, with First Federal Bank. I have over 90 properties. During the course of the last 5 years, I've had many occasions to, and he may not even remember me, but I had many occasions to talk with him. He's been very courteous, very professional.
The good thing this is on tape, because he's probably gonna watch this over and over.
And his ability to recall these houses and the violations, it boggles my mind sometimes. But in any case, I progress.
How many units you got on Moss, Kelly?
One.
Conkey?
They broke them down into individual addresses. How many units on Conkey, sir?
It's just a single unit. Yes.
And then 36 Ray,
It's a 2-unit.
unit, and 38.
The rest of them are all single units.
So you got 4 units altogether, 4 rentals.
Okay, let me get back. 1433 Shell.
5, I'm sorry, 5.
We have 1433 Shell, which is a
Well,
single
we don't
unit.
have that one. We don't have Shell. We've got Moss, Conkey, Ray, and Ray.
Okay, Ray is a 2-unit.
Okay,
The others are single units.
okay. So there's 5 altogether.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make a motion to waive all the late fees, but all the units must be registered at the $80.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Gentlemen, have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you for your kind words, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Appreciate it.
That's lovely.
How much did you pay him? Item EE,
You're next.
rental registration hearing on property located at 928 Highland Street. 928 Highland. Good morning.
Yeah.
Registered for 2015, also affidavit on file, son lives in property, who is not registered or no affidavit on file for 14.
Okay, in 13, it was had an affidavit, Kelly?
3 units. Registered for 2015, affidavit on file, son lives on property, but was not registered for 2014.
So his son lived in one unit? Your son lived in one unit in
Yeah.
2014, and the other 2 units were rented?
Well, all the unit is where I live at, and it's one other unit upstairs.
Is it rented? Is the-
No, it's not rented. It hadn't been rented in the last 3 or 4 years.
So it's
Okay.
family, but I mean, there's 2 or 3 units
It's one downstairs and 2 apartments upstairs.
and 2 up.
And you live in one of them and your son lives in the other?
Yeah.
You charge your son rent?
No, you're a squatter. You don't pay anything.
Okay.
We do allow you to fill out an affidavit for that 3rd unit. You can fill out an affidavit as you did for your son. Fill an affidavit that it's one unit is owner occupied.
Yeah.
The other one is occupied immediate family. And if you're not gonna rent that other unit, you can fill out an affidavit saying it's vacant, and you can register it after you enter into the lease.
Okay, the reason can I give you the reason why I didn't?
Sure.
Wasn't on time?
Sure.
See, just like, it's like my wife's been in the hospital. All last summer she's in the hospital. That's why it slipped upon me. And I barely made it this year. I made it right on the 15th because of the same reason. And when I leave here, we got to go bury her niece, so.
Okay, so we're just probably.
Just affidavits for everything.
That's everything?
Yeah.
Sir, so all you have to do is go downstairs and fill out an affidavit for the vacant apartment and your son's apartment. That's all you gotta do.
Okay.
We're gonna dismiss action on this.
All right.
But every year, you gotta fill out an affidavit. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I would have
All those in favor?
Go downstairs.
Ayes have it.
Ground floor. Tell me the affidavits. You want to stick around after the meeting?
Item FF, correspondence received requesting rental registration hearing.
Like to make a motion to schedule these for August 6th.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Order to rescind order to demolish property located at 914 Merrill Street.
Chris, review this one. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the order to rescind.
Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item HH, specific finding of fact and decision on property located at 843 Michigan, 1039 Ames, and 2819 165th.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the specific findings of fact decision.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
There's another one. There's a bunch of them. Oh, okay. They're all for the same person?
Yes. Well, they were all lumped into that.
No, they're all different.
Yeah, H has all the addresses.
So just approve.
So Ames, 165th,
So just note that all three were approved under that.
separately.
Right.
Item II, correspondence received from Mr. Gary Gleason, Director of Public Works, advising of a 90-day trial period for 2 church parking only signs to be placed at 1117 Merrill Street and residential parking only signs in front of 1218 171st Street.
I'd like to make a motion to approve Gary's request.
Second.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Correspondence received from AARP regarding their host agency program. I got one of those with water, so noted.
Yeah, you just need to note it.
So noted. Item JJ, I'm sorry, that was JJ. Item KK, correspondence received from Whiting, 4th of July Parade and Festival Committee, requesting no parking signs and street closures for the 4th of July Parade.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the street closures and no parking areas.
Second.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item LL, correspondence received requesting block parties on the 1600 block of Parkview, 6700 block of Alabama, 1400 block of Truman Street, and the 1900 block of Lincoln Avenue.
I'd like to make the motion those be referred to the police department.
Second.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item MM, correspondence received from Edison Community Watch regarding the 32nd Annual National Night Out held on Tuesday, August 4th, 2015 at the Wolf Lake Splash Pad.
I think we just need to note that we accept this.
So noted. NN, garage sale permit submitted for approval. The big
I'll second.
motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item 5, any matters from board members? Any matters from other department heads or the representatives? Any new business? Any old business? The meeting is now open to the public. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Can I start off? Oh, all right.
You should tell us who you are so that we know for the minutes.
Oh, okay. Nancy Cobb. This is my husband, Reverend Homer Cobb. Okay. We came, and we told you that we wanted to fix up the garage at 6117 Columbia Avenue. And we would have it done in about 30 days. Well, what happened is, we have been working on it, and yesterday I went to get a permit, because we had to get a car out, and it took us, well, the different people that were going to help us get the car out, but we finally got the car out, so we couldn't do much of the work, only a little bit on the outside, so that, until after we got the car out. So since we have gotten the car out, so I came to get a permit yesterday, and they told me I couldn't get a permit, and I wanted to know why. Then they said, well, you have to get No, inspection. Oh, are you the inspector?
I'm in code enforcement, I'm aware of the situation.
Okay, an inspector, but the inspector, he was out, he'll be out for a few days. I said, well, once he says that he's going to inspect, how long is that going to take? Because we need to go back to, they said, well, Public Works is tomorrow, so you need to go back to Public Works tomorrow to let them know. I said, well, they didn't tell us, they just said we had to get a permit. They didn't say we had to get an inspection because this was an emergency. And not knowing concerning this, my husband only asked for 30 days. Okay, you know it has been raining a lot, and you can't work on it in the rain because it's been raining too much. Yesterday, even before then, I'm saying we're trying to, I mean, we know we're going to get it done soon, but with the rain, and in fact, we have some family members that's going to help us if we couldn't do anything until after we got the car out, which took, because we didn't realize that all the tires were flat in there, and it was a job to get the,
It's my understanding it came for a permit for a roof. We've seen the condition of this garage, the roof is gonna be an issue. At the same time, there's parts of the wall that have come down, so you can't really repair the roof until you get 4 solid walls around it. Again, just, and I don't know exactly what all your permit included, if it was just the roof, we have rafters that are probably gonna have to be replaced to add to it. It's questionable if this building is salvageable at all. So that's why we would require the demo inspection, so that Kirk can go in there and establish exactly what needs to be done before we just start putting a roof on it. It is in pretty severe condition, no offense. So until they get the demo inspection saying, okay, this is what you're gonna need to do to put the roof on, he's gonna have to take a look at it and make sure that's safe to roof.
Is the inspector gonna be back next week?
I believe Kurt's in today, he was off yesterday. How fast he'll be able to do the inspection, I don't know. However, we have been past that 30-day limit that, I mean, they promised to have something done within those 30 days. I understand the weather, all things considered.
But not only
This is a
that.
garage, I'm not worried about anybody inside of it, or in that, so time is, we can manipulate.
Mrs. Cotter, if we give you another 30 days,
can we get 60 days?
okay.
Wait, can we get 60 days from the time they inspect and tell us what we need? Because
Well, I don't
we're
know when
working
that-
on it.
Well, I don't know when I don't know when he's gonna get there, so I can't say, yeah, 60 days from.
May I suggest we extend it for 30 days, hoping that the permit fee will be paid and the inspection will be done in that 30 days, we can have a status at that point. Is that
Okay,
fair
but
enough?
I think that's fair. If they do not inspect it within this 30 days,
We'll have a
then,
status if it hasn't been inspected, we're not gonna hold you responsible for that. We'll have Mr. Cook try to get that inspection done within the 30 days.
Okay,
Why don't we give you 30 days and then you come back and visit us
all right,
in 30 days, and if you need another 30, we'll consider.
I appreciate this.
Okay.
I really
That way
do.
you can get
But
your inspection done and then get your ducks lined up and.
Okay, so don't purchase any material or anything until after.
Because
After the inspection. right?
Correct. You want to pay for it's $150 for the inspection, but it's going to give you a very thorough inspection that says what you're going to need to do to make that a safe garage, an operable garage. And then again, will it be, the cost of the repairs be worthy of saving the building?
I gotta,
Money invested as far as, before you start putting a bunch of money into it, and it doesn't hold up anyway.
okay, I have one question. You said we have to pay $150 for inspection.
Correct.
Isn't that for a house but not a garage?
And there's no leeway through that. It's still a matter of going in and doing a thorough inspection of the foundation, walls, rafters.
Okay,
It's the cost of the inspection, the time to create the report.
okay. Well, thank you very much. My only next question is, we have, when, do we need to talk to him to find out when he possibly is going to be able to do it, or do we have to pay the money first?
You have to pay the money first so he can schedule it.
Oh, okay.
And I would suggest that you contact him by email. One of the girls downstairs can give you his card. It'll have his email on it.
Okay.
Because returning phone calls is often difficult.
It is.
Send him an email, ask him when he'll be able to do the inspection and when he'll be able to come out. And get his response from that point.
And the money is paid where?
Downstairs in the building department.
I know where, because I'm the one been going.
Right off Highland Street.
You have 30 days, ma'am.
Okay, we have 30 days, and then we'll come back and find out about the status.
I mean, and the inspector should be through by that point, and.
We should be able to,
And if you think you're gonna need more time after the 30, come in and make a request and.
July what?
22nd.
That's when we come back?
Well, they're gonna,
23rd.
oh, I'm sorry, 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll get a letter in the mail,
All right, thank you.
remind you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Motion,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And sir. Yes, sir.
I was point T on the agenda, 511 165th Street. I'm not sure this committee has the authority to deal with this, but for the last 4 years, I've been trying to go around with inspectors and so on. Keep being charged for refuse pickups. And in the very beginning, they came out and it was inspected, and they put a big sticker, you cannot, uninhabitable, you can't use the basement. And I've complied with that. No one has ever been living in the basement, including myself. The upstairs now is, as I said before, 1 unit. Is there some way, I'm being charged for something that you're telling me I can't use? I don't get it.
As long as the units are there and are capable of being occupied, regardless if you're going to occupy them or not, if you sell a house, we still have the same problem as someone else coming in and saying, look, I got a 4-unit, 3-unit, whatever it may be. Until the gas lines and water lines are kept, anything that's creating habitable space, divided walls would have to be removed. Okay, until that, it's still a 3-unit, still a 4-unit.
But you're
until those are
telling me I
actually-
can't use it.
That doesn't, in my experience, it doesn't prevent people from either going ahead and occupying them anyway, or selling the property as such, and then having that, space be occupied at that point.
Sir, we run into it all the time. People will have a building with 3 units, and we tell them it can only be 2, and they sell it as a 3-unit, and the person that buys it is like, I didn't know. So that's the reason they're asking to have totally stuff removed, so it can't be used as a livable space.
And you can also fill out the affidavit that it's not occupied, correct, Kelly?
That's fine, if the water department would, accept that as not being as occupied space.
Exactly.
But it's not occupied because, it's occupied because of me.
I trust that.
You're telling,
But it's still-
whoever the
it still is
inspector
what
was
it is.
came out and stuck the thing. They said this is uninhabitable, so I've complied by that, so why am I being charged for something that I don't want to use, you don't want me to use it, and it's not being used?
For all practical standards, it's still a multi-unit. If the water department is willing to accept those affidavits saying that these will not be occupied, I have no problem passing that along. Same time, Ed, as you know.
We can fill out an affidavit with, building department too, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. But it's been standard for the water department to say that if it's 2 units, if it's 3 units, it is what it is. Until it is no longer able to be occupied as such, it is what it is.
Sir, there's 3 units that can be rented in this property, correct? How many units?
There's 3.
3, okay.
Because I was told I had to put an archway in when I bought the place. I paid $1,000 for the archway. The upstairs is all 1, but it didn't even drop 1. It just, there's been inspectors out. I've talked to the mayor's office.
I'll be
I've
glad
talked
to
to.
talk to them after the meeting. I think we can do a walkthrough, and if the water department is willing to take the affidavits that they're not gonna be occupied, and change the bill,
Yep.
I have no problem
We'll
doing
do
that.
that.
Where do I get these?
Stick around right after the meeting, I'll talk to you.
Oh, I think that wraps it up. Anyone else from the public wish to address the board? Ma'am?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion second, all those in